Everybody, this is Lord Gaelic here, the Dark Lord, the Prince of Petty. I got sent this by one of my top acolytes. That's Mr. King Red Pill. That nigga be on this shit. He be on it. So he's sent me this and wanted me to do a review. I've never read this. This is gonna be my first time reading this shit. So we already know it's gonna be some fuck shit coming from this goofy bitch. Just looking at the title. Why do I even bother talking to Dusties? Well, bitch, you need to stop talking to yourself. That's the first sign to get help. So, here we go. Just randomly, I was on Facebook, just sifting through posts, and I saw one that said, "That gray headboard with the diamonds in it, red flag." What? I actually thought it was funny, so I said, "I have that headboard, and I've been selling it for 5 years." Every time they say that shit, I start laughing for some reason. Not one man has been in it. Bitch, you ain't been in it. You've been in an extended stay for 5 fucking years. Okay? No one's been in it. It's been in storage. Do extended stays even have headboards? I wonder. I'm the only one who slept in it. Had it for 3 years, bought it from Big Lots. Who gives a fuck? And I added, how would you know? You'd have to be community dick yourself to know that. Coming from a bitch who worked at a swingers party. Just joking around like I do with everyone, the Dusty then proceeds to be dustier without provocation. And sends me a screenshot this shit. Okay? So I'd love to see a woman challenge this fool and disprove his madness. However, I never thought that woman would be Sansa Ray Smith. Sansa Ray is a YouTuber that I've written about extensively. Damn. The People versus Sansa Ray, the long version. For those that aren't familiar with her works, here's a brief list. Oh my God. Fake suicide, check. Date a man she met on Plenty of Fish, check. Got pregnant by said married man while sleeping in the back of a Ford Explorer within 90 days of physically meeting him, check. Married man's family didn't want them living with the family in a low-income house due to Sansa Ray hygiene issue, a big smelly check. Said man earned $12 per hour and $400 a week. Who cares? Whatever. I don't mean shit. At least he's working. At least he has a real job, bitch. Said married man had a small penis, erectile dysfunction, herpes, and were verbally abusive. That's what she said. Sansa Ray child, this man will be 3. This must be an old post because he's 4, but oh well. I was like, wait a minute. For starters, why did this dude have a random screenshot just sitting in his phone and reply to me within minutes after I replied to his post on Facebook? Because, bitch, everybody know you. That was creepy in itself. But then the inaccuracies of this post were even more disturbing. Bitch, what was inaccurate? Except the part, we don't know about priest junk with his private. We don't know about all that. But the rest of that shit was true. Next, when these Dusties are joking around about women, they expect everyone to laugh. But the second you reply back with logic or even a joke to counteract theirs, they are in their feelings. Mind you, there were other women on that post who admitted to having the headboard. What the fuck they got to do with anything? And hadn't had sex but laughed at him too, just like I did. Well, you didn't use yours because it was in storage because you were in a fucking hotel for the past 5 years, but hey. But I was the only one he began to attack because you're easy. Oh God, this stupid bitch. These Dusties sure know how to run a false narrative into the ground. What was false, bitch? Beating a dead horse, or in your case, an undead horse. Let's go over this list. Just for entertainment purposes, because no matter how often the truth is told to Dusties, they will continue to believe whatever narrative suits them best. Because your lies are so transparent, you goofy bitch. My last name is not long. See, this shows how stupid this bitch is. Because let's scroll back up here. Where it says the People versus Sansa Ray long. Look, dumbass. That means the long version of the post. Stupid. But here we go. Oh, God. What? Bitch, putting up pictures of this nigga is not gonna make the Lou run back to. It's not gonna happen. I did not fake my death with suicide. Yes, you did, Brett Franklin. That rumor started in 2016. Yeah, when you put the gun to your head for attention. It resurfaced in 2020, and since I was sick of being stalked and harassed by the same people who created the rumor, I simply logged off the internet for 5 months. Yet you stayed in the comments section deleting comments. I deleted all social media apps, no you didn't, and threw out my phone without saying a word to my social media managers. What managers, bitch? What are you? What? Shit. I told you, bitch, you keep surprising this shit. Manager, who the manager, bitch? Big Kathy? Who the secretary? Justice? The treasurer's Damo? Moderator. Friends, what friends you got, bitch? And most of my family. Your family don't fuck with you. Irresponsible, yes. Yes, faking your death is very irresponsible. Not the best idea in the world, but I didn't fake my death. Yes, you did. I mean, it's so much proof that you did. It's not even fucking funny, Brett Franklin. I didn't know the rumor spread so far until 5 months later. You knew exactly what the fuck happened because you was sitting back watching. You did that shit to get attention, and it got the wrong attention, bitch. When I finally bought a new phone and logged back on, my immediate family and close friends knew where I was, but most of the world did not. Yeah, and your family's the one who told that you lied. You bitch, you. And I was completely fine with that. I needed a break from everyone to work on my mental health. Where is the work at, bitch? Where? Why you keep posting these pictures, bitch? I met my son's father online, yup. But he never presented himself as a married man, just as a single one, then later it's all they separated one. He told you he was married on the first date, you goofy bitch. Fuck you mean? I ended up asking him on our first date, okay, was he married? Well, he said, yes, I told him I was no longer interested and we decided to just be friends. Yeah, okay. But you took all them pictures. Then with time, a week, things grew into something else. His estranged wife, she wasn't estranged, they lived together. His estranged wife also confirmed the separation. Why you keep showing these pictures in the hotel, bitch? It's not going to change shit. I was always led to believe. This is the dumbest bitch. You need to stop this led to believe shit, bitch. You know exactly what the fuck going on. I was always led to believe by both of them that their marriage was over, but they still lived together. They were still married. Okay. I tell women over and over and over and over and over and over and over to never make my mistakes, bitch. Satan wouldn't make your goddamn mistakes. Never trust men in this way. Shouldn't trust you. He is currently divorced and has been for years. He is dating someone he's engaged to someone new. It took longer than 90 days for me to get pregnant. Yeah, because you download that pregnancy app, dummy. We knew each other for about 6 or 7 months. 4 months. Then my son was conceived. 4 months, bitch. Ask the right questions. He did. Why did a man stay with a woman for 15 years and never get her pregnant? Because her tubes were tied. Don't do that. But then meet another woman and in under a year she ends up pregnant. Because I just told you, you retard. His wife of 15 years had her tubes tied. And you purposely got pregnant by downloading the pregnancy app. Think about that. I just told you. You purposely did this. Even long before he found out I had fertility issues, he wasn't using protection. How you have fertility issues? You had all them abortions. Sound like you fertile as fuck to me, bitch. He hadn't used it since our first time together. Because you told him you couldn't get pregnant. You lied to him. I tell women over and over to never make my mistakes, and they won't, bitch. Showing all these dumbass pictures aren't going to mean anything. It's funny how Dusty's make fun of me, yeah. Sticking with my man while he had nothing. Bitch, he had a car and a place to stay. You had nothing. You was living with your baby daddy. Your car got repoed, bitch. So who had what? I was loyal. No, you was desperate. These are the same men who live with their mom or baby mama and can't get any woman to come near them. Who you talking about? You live with your baby daddy, bitch. Same men who claim women are gold diggers and only care about money. You ain't had no money. It took longer than 9 days for me to feel comfortable with sleeping in the back of a Ford Explorer with my ex. No, because you ran out the house because they were talking about your pussy stank. You said you was going back in the house and you guilted him into going with him. So no, he stayed in that truck with you. I loved him, so I rolled with it until I got pregnant. Yeah, because you wanted to get away from his wife. Then I needed to make changes for my son and I. Yeah, you told him he's either in this family or he's not, or he can't see his son. I never said it was a smart decision. Bitch, that's the only truthful thing you said. I just keep telling women not to make the same mistakes. Who would do this dumb shit besides you? God damn, how much this shit this bitch got? I'm gonna be here all goddamn night. Fuck. Damn. My son's father's family was completely fine with us living with them until your pussy stunk and you got put out the room. They made the offer plenty of times until they couldn't take it no more. His mother was cool until after he and I broke up. He isn't close to his family. Really? They speak negative about him. No, they don't. I used to have to defend him. The issue was that his grandmother, who was renting the property in Stone Mountain, Georgia, was living off a Section 8 voucher. So she at least had a house. You living off your baby daddy voucher, dummy. If you know anything about Section 8, no, I don't, bitch, because I have a house. You know that there aren't supposed to be too many occupants in the home. Then why did you move in there? His mother was homeless. You don't know that. So is her fiance. So is my son's father. No, he had a place to stay, bitch. He had a place to stay. You were homeless. Remember you were driving around talking about you ain't had nowhere to stay and he told you to come with him? They were all living there when they weren't supposed to be. Their business. Eventually, his grandmother was moving to Florida and intended on leaving the house to us to rent. Yeah, okay. I was living in Lawrenceville in an investment property when he and I made plans to find a place to live together so we could be close to one another. No, you were living with your baby daddy. Tell the truth, bitch. Because Stone Mountain and Lawrenceville was too much distance, he had a strange phobia of driving. So that's his business, but he at least had a car. He rented out a storage unit to put our things in until we found an apartment we both liked. The truth is, his family wasn't very fond of him. You said that already. How do you fucking know? You stunk up the goddamn house, bitch. If anything, they're not fond of you. They hadn't really been around him in years. That's his business. It was me encouraging him to spend more time with his family. His mother was very easygoing and easy to talk to till you start talking shit about her, right? One day, someone from the housing authority was coming to inspect the home. While I dropped him off at work, his aunt from Florida came to help her mother clean up for the inspection. His wet, dirty towels were hanging on the floor of the bedroom, and according to his aunt, that was the cause of the odor. No, bitch. No. Your pH was off. Even you admitted that shit. What you say? Men have always used the way I smell to fuck me up. That's what you said. Not from me or my things. They cleaned the room because if the inspector caught anyone in the home, his grandmother would lose her Section 8 voucher. What relevance is any of this shit, bitch? Let's not talk about your living situation. I believe, which you're living in government housing now. Oops! I believe he made up this lie to protect himself from being looked at negatively. Whatever. He's manipulative in that way and admitted it to me during our breakup that he was one of the worst men to be with. He would say anything to get you away from him. I tell women over and over and over and over never to make this mistake. Bitch, how many times you gonna say this shit? There you go, these relevant pictures. He did make $12. So what? At least he was working. At least he had a real job. You didn't. Finally got something right. I tell women over and over again, bitch. Yes, I did say he had a small penis, erectile dysfunction, and herpes, which I didn't get by the grace of God. First of all, how you know he had herpes? He had erectile dysfunction because he didn't like you and your pussy stank. Y'all forgot to add that I said he had premature ejaculation because he was trying to get that shit over with. Anybody who fucked a bitch who they didn't really want to fuck, we trying to get that shit over with. Which was, according to him, something he began to have after the trip he took to the Dominican Republic after he slept with prostitutes. Okay, that's what you said. I didn't find this stuff out until it was too late. He and I barely had sex. Cause he didn't like you and your pussy smelled like garbage. I'm surprised we have a son. No, you're not. You download a fucking pregnancy app to trap it. You ain't surprised as shit, bitch. You just surprised he can't really talk that good. We spent more time doing other things outside the bedroom. We spent quality time together. The sex was terrible. Cause he didn't like you and your pussy stunk. I really didn't like having sex with him. Yeah, because the fucking faces he was making, he tried to hold his breath. How many times that nigga turned blue? My reasons for being with him had nothing to do with sex, okay? And his reasons for being with me had nothing to do with sex. That's the goddamn truth. We cuddled, kissed, and talked a lot. We were intimate in that kind of way, just not sexually. Like a play cousin, right? I tell women, oh, God, stop. I tell women over and over again, let's never make my mistake. Bitch, really? The fuck? Be selective about who you had sex with. Wear protection. And don't forget there are STIs that condoms can't prevent. Your pussy stinking might be very indicative of an STI, bitch. Don't forget that I also said he has male pattern baldness, bad dental hygiene, and spat frequently like a camel. So what? Well, according to the pictures he took and from what his fiance told me herself, because I talked to them, he cut his dreads off for her. You want me to tell you a story how he cut his dreads off? You want me to tell you, bitch? You want me to tell you how he cut his dreads off? They went on a vacation, and he went to the barbershop, and he surprised her, and came back, had his dreads cut off. And he had a full head of hair, bitch. Full head of hair. You know, because you seen the pictures. The man got a full head of hair, so I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Sometimes he smelled like acid or like stomach contents, somewhat like vomit, okay? But you got pregnant by him anyway. Whenever he eat the wrong things, he had a digestive issue. What does that have to do with anything? All things that began to annoy me with time, whatever. My son will be 5 next May 2023, and you still ain't gonna put him in school. Let's not forget the facts about his estranged wife that you also conveniently leave out. Who cares? She was almost 10 years his senior, so he and I are the same age. Yeah, she was 10 years his senior, and he was with her for 15 years. He was with you for 4 months. The math ain't mathing, bitch. He was her second husband. Yeah, she got 2 dudes to put a ring on her finger. You couldn't get 1. Now second divorce. He got married at 22. Yeah, at least he got married. He didn't have no fake engagement. He was too young, according to you, who's been engaged 8 times. He claimed he was forced to be married to her by the people at the church he attended. Yeah, whatever. They were black Hebrew Israelite, and he was a fake-ass woke hotep who wore an ankh around his neck, and he's still wearing the ankh in those pictures with his beautiful fiance. Black Hebrew Israelites are groups of African Americans believe that they are the descendants of ancient Israelites. Duh! The ankh, or key of life, is an ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic symbol used in Egypt art and writing to represent the word life, vision, Nazar, and by extension the symbol of life itself. This bitch pulled this definition straight from Google. Shows how goofy this bitch is. The ankh has a cross shape. Bitch, we know what the ankh looks like. Just like you do, because if we Google ankh, it's going to say the exact same shit you type with your stupid remedial ass. He claimed he never wanted to be married to her to begin with, but he stayed for 15 years. She and other Hebrew Israelites forced him into the marriage. So what? She had kids from her previous marriage, but according to him, she lost custody of them. We don't know that. When they were younger, and she doesn't know who the father of the oldest child is. That's what you say. He did not help her raise her children. Really? He was a husband in the house. I bet he did. Just like he's raising his new stepchildren. Bitch. He did not get along with her daughter, according to you. According to him, his biggest issue with her was her promiscuity. You don't know that. Her and my son's father do not have any children together because her tubes were tied before she met him, dumbass. According to her, she has had abortions and put a child up for adoption. You had plenty of abortions and wanted to put your child up for adoption. However, her and my son's father never conceived a child. Also, she was never pregnant with his child. Bitch, it's the same thing. Because her tubes were tied. According to both of them, she was a side chick to another man when I started. Oh, here we go. She knew about me long before I knew she existed. They both confirmed that to me. Oh my God. And why this picture's there, I don't know. They both claimed to have been separated for years, but were living together out of convenience. So, at least they were married. They both dated dozens of people. So what? They're in fact legally divorced, and he is dating another engaged to a beautiful woman. No, none of this justifies him not taking care of his only child. Yeah, because your ass picked up, moved 3,000 miles away because he didn't want to be with your raggedy ass, and you been hotel hopping. Bitch. His estranged, oh, here we go, led me to believe she was happy for he and I and was comfortable with him moving on to me, whatever. She did not show any hurt or displeasure with the idea of him being with me. Then why did you send her a text message saying get the divorce or else? And you also said her presence is a problem. According to her, she moved on. There's plenty of receipts of this site. Just put priest in the search. What is, put Sansa Ray in the search. Do that. People cable subscription to get canceled. In the YouTube interview they did together about me, from what I was told, not for what you told, you listen to it. She did most of the talking in line. She wasn't lying. From what others perceived and relayed to me was that he sounded directed, no, and seemingly went along with it, not because what she was saying was true, but because he was forced to participate. No, he wasn't. He was willingly participate in both those interviews with Kyra and Tommy. To me, that doesn't mean anything. He shouldn't have done it, but he did. Because you kept talking about him, bitch. 5 years hence. He's a grown man, no matter how much of an imbecile he depicts himself to be. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not according to his fiance. I tell women over and over to never make any mistakes. Date men who have some sense. No, bitch, date men who are divorced. Dumbass. And at least, but not least, 21. Oh, God, yikes. He was very verbally abusive towards the end. Yeah, because you wouldn't leave. If you gotta speak about me, let's speak facts, bitch. Everything that dude typed that there was fact. I've kept it a buck this entire time. No, you haven't. Just make sure when you keyboard encouraging, be sure to spell my name right. We spell your name right, ho. H-O-E. He told me that he'd do everything he could to ruin my reputation to save his own. Like he ruined his? So he twists the truth and manipulates the public so he can get your adoration. No, he don't. He don't say a goddamn thing. Just like I told him and his fiance, don't do no interviews, don't talk to nobody. I mean, he talked to me, but shit. Male gaze isn't that important for me, so I don't give a fuck what Dusty thinks. Yes, you do, because you typed all this shit for someone who doesn't care what a fucking Dusty thinks. I just wish you Dusties would be honest and speak facts, not spread some make-believe fan fictional story y'all made up. Bitch, we just spreading what you did. I was there for my son's father's side chick. Let's see, you were fucking a married guy. Side chick. I was never my son's father's mistress. You were fucking a married man and y'all were doing things together. That's what you do with a mistress. I was never the other woman. He had a wife, which made you the other woman. I didn't wreck anyone's home. No, you wrecked his grandmother's room with your stench. I tell women over and over to never make my mistake. Oh, God. The end. Order my book. Bitch, we ain't finna order this bullshit. Oh my God, this bitch is so fucking stupid. So yeah, y'all, this bitch, again, regurgitating the same bullshit for someone who doesn't care what a Dusty thinks. You type all this shit here. You bitch, you. So, yeah. Red Pill sent me this shit, and it's the same fuck shit. This bitch is still retarded as ever. No matter how many times you twist this shit. It don't change the fact that you was fucking a married man. You was a side chick. Your pussy got you kicked out the house while you left because you was embarrassed. All this other shit. No man has been in that bed in 5 years because it's been in storage unless some male rats have been sleeping on it. So, this is the Dark Lord here, the Prince of Petty, and I'm out.